This year in April, a tweet went viral when a woman was wondering how an airline at an airport was able to scan her face to determine she had bought a ticket when she had not consented for them to store any facial recognition data. What do all of these examples have in common? They're all examples of the fact that we live in a society of control. In 1990, philosopher Gilles Deleuze wrote an essay called Postscript on the Societies of Control, where, using a term borrowed from William S. Burroughs, he argued that we were entering a new type of society, a society of control. But to fully understand what this means, we first have to know what societies of control are contrasted with, namely Foucault's analysis of disciplinary societies, which in turn were contrasted with societies of sovereignty. In his book Discipline and Punish, Michel Foucault argued that with modernity came a new type of society, which he defined by the way in which such a society exercises power. Previously, in feudal times, the West consisted of societies of sovereignty. This means that the law was seen as the will of the sovereign, typically the king. Crimes were seen as attacks on the king, as infringements upon his will. Therefore, punishments were seen as a matter of revenge on behalf of the king, and thus typically involved the infliction of direct physical pain. But with the decline of feudalism and the rise of modernity came a new regime of power, the disciplinary one. Disciplinary society, whether in the school, the hospital, the factory, or the prison, made use of three main techniques: hierarchical observation, normalizing judgment, and the examination. First, people are hierarchically ranked with the purpose of observing everyone's behavior. A significant function is carried out even by just the thought that you might currently be under observation. When you're at a store and you see a camera, there doesn't even need to be someone watching the footage. The possibility that someone is watching alone is enough for you to regulate your own behavior as if you are being watched.